against one of my students. Okay, so this seems a little strange. Normally, take the pawn, so let's see what I ought to do. Kick the knight, I guess. Yeah, just kick it and see what happens. It's an offshoot line. I don't think it's that strong. I can neutralize the A1 H8 diagonal with C3 at some point. But he has to find a home for his knight. Putting on D4 just drops him a pawn. That can't be any good. Okay, so it goes back to D8 or B8 now. So I've gained a little bit of development, but I want to try to maximize what I get out of this. If I play C4 at some point, it goes into a King's Indian, so I'll just defer that for a moment and focus on my development with Bishop E2. Plan is to get castled. You know, I'm not so inclined to necessarily need to push my C pawn. Probably needs to play D6 before knight F6. Okay, very good. Alright, so now if he plays knight F6, I'll play knight C3. Now, is he going to try anything with A4 and B5? That is the proverbial question. I'll probably play Bishop G7. He played E6. Okay, he wants to undermine. Alright, that's fine. It also weakens F6, so I'll just pin his knight and go from there. Now, if he pushes E5, he spends another tempo. He did push E5. Okay, he's locked the center. But he's done so at a price. He's behind in development. But the question is, can I do much of, if anything, with this? I believe I need to strive for F4. So let's complete my development on the back rank with Queen D2. And I might play Rook AE1. I don't know. I have to find a good place for my knight. Maybe knight E1 next and F4. Okay, so Bishop G7. Knight E1 castles F4. H6. I can play F takes E5. Okay, so knight E1. I have the luxury of a nice development advantage here, so I have time to try to break this position open. And if I get F4 in, I may even try to play F5. Okay, F4, H6, Bishop H4. F4, H6, pawn takes E5, pawn takes G5, pawn takes F6, Bishop takes F6. I should be happy with that. Okay. So slight advantage for white out of the opening, owing to the fact that my queenside development is virtually complete and his hasn't started. So H6, I can't play bishop H4 maybe. Well, maybe I could. Pawn takes F4. And I can't take back on F4 without walking into a fork. Okay, so now that he's played knight b7, I want to play F5. My idea is G4, bishop takes F6, G5, and F6. I've done similar things like this before. In the Botvinnik English, Botvinnik formation, pawns on C4, D3, and E4, push F4, and then on to F5, and then pawn storm on the king side. Right now it's difficult to see where black has play. It might be wise for him to break the pin of the knight, but his queen doesn't have a whole lot of mobility. I guess he could go to A4. I'm sorry, A5. Okay, knight B6. Does that threaten anything I should worry about? He's trying to undermine my pawn on D5. So this is the time for G4. Okay, so let's look out the pin on the knight. He is a little bottled up. So now I want to play H4. Bishop takes F6. G5 and F6. Bury his bishop somewhere. Okay, so black has to solve being cramped. That's a tough call. His light squared bishop is in the way. It only has one open square, and then it discoordinates his knights. He might have played A6, which I would have answered A4. Then he could have played B5. Okay, well I don't mind this. This just hands me a pawn. Okay, I just play bishop takes H6, and now my queen has infested his position. Okay, so my idea now is G5 followed by F6. Another idea is rook H3 rook F3 and rook H3. Okay, so he's got to find a way to chase my queen out of there. I don't know if it can be done. His king just doesn't have any place to go. So black is hurt by his knight having to move a few times. So let's see. Maybe just rook F3. See, G5, you can play knight H7. But then I have F6. rook f3, I hang my g pawn. So I believe g5 is the way to go here. I just answer knight h7 with f6. If knight e8, it covers g7, but I can just, knight f7, knight a7, now f6, and he has trouble stopping mate on g7. Okay, so this will get him to try a little harder. He's still having trouble stopping mate. You know, he has to give up the queen here to stop mate. And he did. Okay, so now I have a mate in 3, knight f3, knight g5, queen h7. I can't swing the rook to the h-file safely. I can sack on g6, but that just doesn't seem to go fast at all. So, you know, he's unfortunately lost a queen and a knight for a couple of pawns, or one pawn. He traded it for 2 pawns, but he'd already lost a pawn before that. Okay, so knight, how can he defend? Knight c8. You know, so his bishop on d7 is in the way of his knight. Knight c8, knight f3, knight e7, knight g5. He has no way to stop mate. He did play knight c8, now knight f3. Knight e7, knight g5, and I don't know how you stop mate. You know, down too much material here. Yeah, his third move, not taking my d4 pawn, just start pushing him over the edge. Okay, so I just made 1, and there it is. Checkmate. Checking for mistakes. That's what it's saying. It says I made 2 mistakes. Okay. 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. Let's jump as we three make moves. Okay, so we'll stop the video.